Parshas Hoazinu. Zur ילדך ותשכח אל מחוללך. You have forgotten the Ribono Shel Olam that gave you birth. You have forgotten the God that have raised you. The Kotzke used to say, the midas hashikcho is a midah toivo me'oid. We have to forget. We have to forget our younger years, our young years, the narishkeiten that we used to do. Na'ar hoyisi. Shikcho is a toivo. Instead of using shikcho to forget our past, we use it to forget the Ribono Shel Olam. We use it for the wrong things. With the same derech, the Dubno Magid used to say a mushal. Utu chaverim, Reuven and Shimon. Reuven wasn't matzliach, and he became a big bal choiv. He borrowed from many people. He wasn't able to pay, and he couldn't take the pressure of seeing all the balei choiv day in and day out coming to collect money. So he went to his friend Shimon and asked him, do you have an eitzah for me? He can't take it anymore. Shimon told him, I have David HaMelech Zeitzer. The David b'shanoiso es taimo lifnei aviv melech vaygarsheo vayelach. When David HaMelech was running away from Shaul HaMelech, he came to Ochish Melech Gas. Now David is scared that Ochish is going to try to kill him too. So David started acting like a meshugener, and Ochish says, Chasar meshugoim oni? The Medrash says that David HaMelech started to write on the walls, on the dlusos, Ochish Melech Gas chayiv li mea riboy. He owes me 1,000,000 coins, and his wife owes me 500,000 coins. Inside, Ochish had a daughter who was also crazy, and his wife also was crazy, screaming inside, and David screaming outside. So he said, Chasar meshugoim oni. In that moment, David HaMelech was mesameach simcho gedoylo, and understood why shtus was created. And he made a shira made of aleph base. Avorcho es Hashem becholeis, tomi teilos befi. There are times for chochma, and there are times for shtus. Vayar Elokim es kol asheroso, v'hine toiv me'oid. The Ribono Shel Olam created for every single thing a reason. So Shimon told Reuven, you can use the same idea. When the balei choivos come to you, act like a crazy person, start dancing until they're meyayish from you and they leave you alone. And that's what he did, and it worked. After a few weeks, he meets Shimon, his friend, and he said, your eitzah was wonderful. It worked very well. All my balei choivos left. Shimon told his friend Reuven, what's going to be with the money that I lend you? That moment, Shimon started to act like a meshugener, dancing and making himself crazy. Shimon told him, Reuven, you have no busha to use my eitzah on me? Who are you trying to fool? The Ribono Shel Olam says the same thing. I gave you the midah of shikcho to forget the past, and using to forget me. Sforim HaKadoshim say, Ashrei ho'odom lo yachshov Hashem lo yovan. The Gemara says in Bovekamo, Daf Nun Amud Aleph, Kol ha'oimer HaKadosh Baruch Hu vatron hu yivatru chayo. So how can David HaMelech say in Perek Lamed Beis Posuk Beis, Ashrei Odom lo yachshov Hashem lo yovan? Lucky is the person that the Kodesh Baruch Hu is not going to count his avedas. The Sforim HaKadoshim say like this: Ashrei Odom, lucky is the person lo yachshov Hashem, that if he's not thinking of Shivisi Hashem lenegdi somit, that moment lo yovan is a madrega that will be punished for that moment. He is a great person. So that's what he says. Zur ילדך תשי. The Ribono Shel Olam created, we should forget the yaldus, narishe yuren, vatishkach kel mecholeleko, and you use that midah of shikcho to forget the Ribono Shel Olam. Shivisi Hashem lenegdi somit, ki mimini bal eimot. One of the Hasidim from the Heilige Rishne traveled to the Heilige Rishne for Yom Tov. In the way, he spent the Shabbos by Rabbi Yankov Horenstein, the Baal Yeshua's Yankov, who happened to be a big misnag. This Chosid happened to be also a Talmud Chochem, and by the meal during Shabbos Esudo, Rabbi Yankov noticed that he is a great Chochem Yodeya Sefer, and he asked him, I see that you know how to learn. Why do you go to Hasidic Rebbes? They don't know how to learn. So this Chosid said to Rabbi Yankov Horenstein, I go to a person who is ready to stretch his neck to be Mekayim Akedas Yitzchok by the Ribono Shel Olam, the Heilige Rishne. By him you can see Akedas Yitzchok every second. So Rabbi Yankov Horenstein asked him, you became a Yodea Machshavos? You know what somebody else is thinking? So this Yid said, Efsher. So Rabbi Yankov said, no, let's test you. Tell me, what am I thinking now? This Yid thought, and he said, you're thinking Shivisi Hashem lenegdi somit. And Rabbi Yaakov said, no, I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking something else in Ganzen. So the Yid answered, that's why I go to the Heilige Rishne, not to you. Agav, in the Beis HaMedrash from the Yeshua Yankov, about Tfilah, Beto said, Yatzmach Perkone Vekore Mashiach. And the Gaboim were very upset. And they're screaming at him. Over here, there's a Beis HaMedrash from Ashkenaz. We don't say Yatzmach Perkone Vekore Mashiach. Rabbi Yankov Orenstein came out and said, Riboyne Shloilo, bring Mashiach already. Take away Yatzmach Perkone Vekore Mashiach. Bring the time that we don't have to anymore argue about this Tfilah.